Oh, 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 oh. And we're back. Back again. Because we can. So tell a friend. Ignore the mess. It's a mess. Alright, let's change this. Seems to be holding. Whoa. Oh, okay. 0. Boom. Alright. Let's continue, shall we? Pick up where we left off at. See the things we gotta see. Things we gotta do. I am not looking forward to more reading. Alright, Kai. I know there were some books around here. This one is the first one. Incomplete lecture. How do I live if there is no consolation? When he left the world, I was emptied of divinity. I am a slave now to desire for it. I am unmoored from space and time. I am a body persisting until it is gone. Nothing is that what he wanted me to become. I don't know. Saint Waidwin, farmer become god. With the mention of the name Waidwin, most folk think of only one word, Godhammer. While this event echoes through the ages and is still felt years after the destruction of Evan-Dewar Bridge, Waidwin's humble beginnings belie the powerful force he would grow into. Waidwin lived in an unassuming life in a remote area of Red Saris, the son of warless farmers. He toiled in the fields alongside his father for 22 years until his father's death. The farm then fell to him to run. He considered selling, but had no other skills upon which to draw, so he set on the path of warless farmer as well. Nothing of note was recorded in Waidwin's life until 4 years after his father's death. One day while working the fields, Waidwin's life was irrevocably changed in his words. Oh, okay, I guess that was the... A night was falling, the fingers of dusk already gripping the sky. The sun had dipped behind the world's edge, and stars were peeking from beyond the shroud. The day was still, and darkness had blanketed the field. I placed my last harvest of the day into the collection pile, when from behind me arose a brilliant light. I turned, fear in my breast, knowing not what could have caused such intense radiance. Behind me stood a blazing figure, resplendent in glory. Its white flesh glowed with a luminescent radiance, its head a blinding ball of light, brighter than the highest sun of mid-year. I averted my gaze, afraid I would be struck down for daring to gaze upon such a creature. A sudden peace washed over me, sweeping away my fear, leaving my troubled soul tranquil. A loving warmth wrapped its arms around me. A voice spoke to me as I stood, transfixed, trying to both see this glorious being and avoid its dazzling scrutiny. Fear not, it said to me, for you are chosen above all others. You will be the light to bring about the rebirth of an empire, and then held out its hand and bestowed upon me a vision of power, such that I could scarcely contain it. Waidwin, disheveled and dirty, stumbled into his village the next morning, telling all who would listen about the miracle that happened in his fields. Aothus himself, he claimed, had appeared to him. He was to punish the Adiran governor for leading his people into ruin. A way would be provided, and those faithful who helped would be blessed when the divinity manifested. Villagers ignored him, convinced the loss of his parents had broken his mind. The Waidwen continued to preach of the power of Aothis and the corruption of the governor, eventually earning him the ire of the locals. His confrontations with the villagers hit a turning point one day in mid-autumn. The crowd had gathered around Waidwen, jeering him and telling him to leave the village. The Vorless crop that season was particularly light, and the villagers blamed Waidwen, saying he had angered the gods, particularly Aothis, with his blasphemy. They backed him into one of the withered fields, yelling at him to go. Accounts of the inciting action are hazy. Some say a stone was thrown, others says he was pushed, others still say he simply tripped over dry roots sticking from the ground. Regardless of the cause, Waidwen landed face down on the ground, the villagers standing over him laughing. Enough, a voice, not Waidwen's, boomed across the field. Oh, I did look it up. Waidwen looked up at the crowd, his eyes glowing with a blinding white light. He stood but did not stand. One moment he was on the ground, and the next he was standing before the crowd, who cowered before him. You dare deny me? The voice spoke through Waidwen's mouth. You dare refuse my servant? Waidwen's arms raised, beginning to luminesce. You dare require proof? His arms went out to his sides. Never ask again, lest you be burned in the light of the new dawn. There was a flash of light from Waidwen's eyes and hands, and the entire field sprang to life. The once dried and brittle plants became full, lush, and verdant. The crowd was silent. From somewhere in the back came a call of praise Aothis, Aothis, yeah, and then they all fell to their knees in front of the Waidwen farmer-turned-god. A very good farmer. The spine of this book bears a stamp designating it as part of the restricted collection of the Halls Obscured. It appears to have been stolen. Every page is filled with closely packed writing and illustrations. One passage reads, Saint Waidwen pursed his lips and stared down the glowering visage which peered at him between stalks of Vorlus. He gripped the wooden shaft of his scythe, slick with sweat from his palms, the hands of a working man, which he was. Then you're Aothis, then, he said. That I am, said the god. Then you already know what I want, said the farmer, who was Waidwen. That I do. Waidwen unknotted the taut cord which restrained his ponytail and let the flowering locks cascade around his shoulders and rest over the shelf of his bosom. He winked and cleared his throat before winking again. I've got a candle, hasn't been lit properly. Aothis moved closer, and the passage cuts off abruptly with a series of jagged notes pressed deeply into the parchment. Aora is not ready for this. So is he supposed to be Waidwen as well?
Never thought I'd be so relieved to see Paradise. Despite the name, the Living Lands isn't an easy place to make a life, but it breeds resourcefulness.
Well, that's weird. But thank you for the potion. Distance record. Best toss in all of Paradise. Rinko hit the dock. Ignera middle of a river. Iaro farthest boat. Bruise hit the water wheel. Each entry is in different handwriting. The fourth entry is scratched out. Next to it is written liar, followed by nuh-uh. Various crude doodles litter the lower half of the page. Where's the boat?
This is where you fell. Don't count on anyone cleaning up the bloodstain anytime soon.
Wow.
An interesting day so far. An interesting day indeed. Well, I'll be chomped by a Zarep queen. You're that godlike from the docks.
Yes. I am.
I can't believe my luck. Nothing all year, and then boom, interesting strangers just falling out of the sky.
Sounds like you've had other visitors, interesting strangers, eh? Have you seen a crew of dwarven smugglers by chance?
As a matter of fact, I have. Indeed, a young dwarf and his crew stopped by. Seemed agitated, like they were afraid of someone.
Do you know what they were looking for? I can think of a lot of reasons for sailors to seem agitated. Sapiento de Falva doesn't seem that scary to me.
They were asking all sorts of people. Seems like I was the only one willing to really speak to them. They were asking where they could find luminous Adra, of all things. Can't imagine what they'd needed it for. I said they were most likely out of luck, but I might know somewhere they might find some if they looked hard enough.
Where did you send them?
Not long ago, a group of animancers looked to carry out some experiments into teleportation. They carried their instruments and a healthy supply of luminous Adra to the island of Castel's Folly. It's possible there's some still there.
Then we need to go to Castel's Folly.
Castel's Folly is the small island not far from here to the east. It's a difficult place to traverse, but those folks might be desperate enough to try. Question, why are you looking for those sailors? Did the Valian captain send you?
We just want to make sure they're okay. What Valian captain are you talking about? We're after the luminous Adra, not the smugglers. That's none of your business.
I don't know much, but one of the smugglers whispered the name Captain Bardato and spit on the ground. The name sounded Valian to me. I could be wrong, but I doubt it.
Have you seen this Valian captain in Paradise?
Oh no. I imagine a Valian sea captain knows better than to spend time among all these Adiran soldiers. The folks you're looking for are probably getting themselves killed searching for Adra that probably isn't there. I can tell you wouldn't listen to me if I warned you not to go to Castel's Folly, so I wish you luck.
Sometimes we get more contraband coming through here than honest goods.
Hey, it's the envoy!
Envoy, hey!
I swear, I owe you the world.
I own the world. He saved my life, remember?
Yeah, you only told me about 100 times.
Hey, where's Yeda? Is everyone else on their way?
I'm afraid not.
No. Oh, gods. Does he mean...
They didn't make it, Offreak. I'm sorry.
But you saved Cadman. You couldn't save them? Or you didn't try?
What happened?
The Oracle ripped their souls from their bodies and put them in a statue.
What?
They probably went quickly, if that helps.
I can't understand this.
Hey, Offreak, hey, listen. We always knew that was a risk, right? And we told ourselves.
Better to go out at the bottom of the world or the top. And dying in bed like Granda, asking what if.
Did you avenge them? Is the Oracle dead?
I killed him, don't worry.
At least they got justice.
And I got my brother back.
Don't be a baby. You would have been fine without me.
What I mean to say is, we're grateful, Envoy.
You're very welcome, both of you.
Oh, that reminds me. I wanted to give you this. It belonged to our grandfather. He'd always wanted to join the Corps, but life got in the way. When we were recruiting, he gave it to us to remind us to live well.
I'll treasure it. How do you decide who gets to wear it? What's next for you two?
We take turns. Cadman had it last, so he gets to decide what we do with it. Ambassador Heelguard has written to Expedition Command back in High Crown to see if they'll let us come home.
Oh, while we wait for their reply, I thought...
Wait. Let me guess. Mermaid's Den.
You told him?
It was a moment of weakness. I thought I was dead.
Well, I'm sure you've got big envoy things to do.
I don't know if you heard, but there's a plague on and everything.
If you're ever in High Crown, look us up.
Yeah, we can drink to the Corps together.
wish things had turned out better for the rest of their crew, but I'm glad they made it. One of them may even get a happy ending.
Yeah. Alright. Thin band of Audra bisects the center of this simple and effective gold ring. The metal is... That works. Now we're up to a freaking 3-star with that? Alright. Let's do this one then. I think I gotta actually cut through the city.
No one's come to claim him. I suppose I should.
No.
Keep your helmet. I haven't been there a day.
I wouldn't go up there, stranger. Hail. I take it you're new to these parts? If so, you're going to want to heed my advice.
Is that so?
Up these stairs is the Pearl District. Ever since the Sparrowhawks took over, it's become a right deadly place.
Oh, why should I care about these Sparrowhawks?
A group of smugglers. Vicious killers, the lot of them, as far as I'm concerned.
What do they want with the Pearl District anyway?
A number of artisans actually support these piles of Stelgar dung, if you can believe it. They see them as a beacon of independence, resisting your countrymen.
Duly noted. Thanks for the warning.
Oh, watch out for their leader. He's a big, mean bastard, that one.
Big? No offense, but I've eaten chickens bigger than you.
Says you, fishman. Can you believe the cheek on that one?
What can you tell me about it?
Thala the Taskmaster, they call him. An ogre, if you can believe it. Only seen him once, myself, and I hope it stays that way.
Finally, worthy prey.
Worthy? You Adherans are a right concerning bunch. Regardless, may the Lord of the Hunt watch over you.
Okay.
Adherents ain't welcome around the Pearl District. Mind yourself.
God, got a real ugly mug.
I need to get some more lockpicks.
Smile and you break it, you buy it.
Oh, blood everywhere.
Wonder who he crossed. Doesn't take much out here.
Third-born land deeds.
Those are the papers the Adiran refugees are waiting for.
Well, no, that's done. Is there any other way out of here?
Best watch your step around here, envoy. This is my district. So, the puny godkin wishes to speak with the great Thala. You and your countrymen are not welcome in this district. My district. Is that clear?
I'm not here to make trouble, then why let me walk around here at all? Yes.
One little slip in my district, Imperial Lapdog, and it'll be the last you ever make.
That's Mr. Imperial Lapdog to you. I'll make sure not to slip then. If you're trying to provoke me, you could try a little harder. Underestimate me, and that will be your last mistake.
So the little godkin has a spine. Good. Ripping it from your body will be a pleasure most exquisite. Now be gone. Thala tires of your yammering.
Cool. Got that out of the way.
Let's leave them alone. They look worried for someone.
Epitaph. XCA, we do not know what strange illness took you from us, what drove you to harm your own kin. We curse the force that possessed you in your unwell state, for we know nothing mattered more to you than the ones you loved. Ansela, I know your dying efforts were not in vain. Femicin survives you and will carry the memory of your mother and father in a long, prosperous life. May the Usher hold the doors open wide for you both.
What the? How'd you get through me?
'Cause I'm a beast.
Watch your back. Or don't.
Well, I did get past you, so... Not much you can do. So if we stay on the road... Should be relatively safe, right? I'm just kiss. Why do they gotta be so far away?
Show yourself. Stop right there.
You're mine now.
You guys are assholes, you know that.
Here it comes.
Nice. Definitely putting those on. But I definitely need something else in here.
Take your best shot.
Nice shot.
That's one for us.
Web-covered journal. Months of sea travel, braving violent storms, ruthless pirates, and worse. And we can't even get into the city, exiled from our homeland with nowhere else to go. Now we truly have nothing. This lockdown can't last forever, and we have enough supplies to last a few weeks. If we need to live off the land, then so be it. It wouldn't be the first time. At least it should be relatively safe here in the shadow of Paradise's walls.
Coming in hot. Stand back. Ready, aim. Aye, aye.
Wait, I got a sword. What am I doing? I could have burned it with this. That's okay. Shantytown. Yeah, I don't like this. I was gonna say, come on now, I hear you.
Town looks nice from out here.
Looks better inside.
Dream all you want. We're dog folks. Live outside.
Maybe you are. I'll write you once I've written things.
It is up there. Ooh, tarnish. Suilanet's tarnished surface tells a story of of sweat, brine, salted shores, and sea air. Did I not? What?
Don't worry, this place is sturdier than it looks.
I do hope you are right. Hmm.
Hello? Please, we don't want any trouble.
Who is that, Lovelet? I hear unfamiliar footsteps, love.
Visitors, dearest. No one we know. Sorry for that. My husband's recently lost his sight. He's easily confused. Can I help you with something?
Do you know a woman named Remier? She asked me to help you.
Oh, Ramay!
Oh, Ramay.
Yes, of course we know her.
She said you were looking to leave Paradise for Thirdborn.
Oh, Ramay! Ah, good soul on that woman. We went through some hard times together.
That we did, dearest. Did Ramay tell you we have enemies back in Adia?
It's true. Only a matter of time before their friends spot us in the city.
We don't want any trouble. Just to live our lives in peace. So, it's time to move on. Only it's not so easy as just walking out the door.
Oh, right. Oh, what do you need?
First off, we need herbs.
Andra's kiss, the apothecary said. I should be able to get these eyes back in shape.
Only the apothecary didn't have any. Said it grows by the Eastern Gorge, overlooking the massive skeleton of some beast. Dangerous place.
I happen to have some Andra's Kiss on me.
Oh, well, that makes it easy. Ah, thank you kindly. If it's not too much to ask, we also need to get our land deeds for Thirdborn. We bought them through an Almaua broker in the city, but we haven't been able to get them.
Funny you should say that. I have the deed with me.
Oh, it's a miracle, love.
That it is. Thank you again. We can't thank you enough. There is one thing more, though.
Oh, yes. That.
Oh, what is it?
The smugglers who are taking us out of here, they're beached north of the sea stacks, away from where the Adirans are looking.
And you need an escort.
No, it's not that. The problem is that these smugglers found out we're Adiran,
No, don't like us much.
and they've doubled their price. We had barely enough for the journey before.
I see. You need me to talk to them.
Yes, I'm afraid we can't pay what they're asking.
And if they knew what we were wanted for, they'd probably charge us triple.
Bloodwine!
Oh, I mean... Oh, shit.
Oh, so it's not just bad blood. The law is after you.
Yes, we're not proud of our past.
Start talking.
There's no easy way to say this.
We killed 2 people.
What? Why?
It was a land dispute. Things got out of hand. There was a fight.
Huh, more than one?
But in the last one, they came at us with knives.
And we were the ones who walked away.
Ran away. Across the ocean.
If everyone in the living lands had to answer for the mistakes of their past, this island would be as empty as the godless left it.
Not everyone sees it that way. And now we spend our days praying to Scan that Captain Alfear of the Steel Garrote doesn't find us.
Yeah, I understand. I'll come back when I've worked things out with the smugglers.
Thank you?
Maybe you could look the other way on this one. What are 2 fugitives to an empire anyway?
Oh, here we go. Another one? This Sulanet's frayed leather cord and smooth edges betray its age. Its owner wore it for many years. Interesting.
No one tops my price.
It has to be around here somewhere.
I'll be right back. Okay. They had to take the dog out, and it's pouring down rain. All right. Yay!
Ever wish you could move back into Paradise?
Of course. Nothing out here but liars and thieves.
The downside of Adir's new arrivals. Paradise doesn't have room for everyone.
Watch out once you get past the palisades. The Stranger route is apparently hostile to life, as the scholars say. Wait a moment. Oh, birth eat my soul. You're the envoy.
Yes.
Sorry, didn't mean to be so informal.
The isekai reject in the flesh.
They said the Emperor sent one of his best and brightest, and Aethys knows we need the help.
Your reputation precedes you.
I hope your voyage here was smooth as good butter. I know maybe too much about rough seas, what with serving in the galleys.
I lost most of my crew in a shipwreck at Fort Northreach, and then the Fort Stedman tried to kill me.
Did you deserve it? Kidding, kidding. Sorry to hear, envoy. The living lands is dangerous. We should be sticking together. Can't imagine what might have possessed them to do that. Hope it isn't the damn soul plague. I haven't seen anything like that before. It seems to change people. Animals. Feels sometimes like the plague is alive somehow. Sorry for the glib tongue. I've tried to be more proper before. Didn't work. I'm no good at niceties, including abiding by most rules. The law and I aren't exactly the best of friends, no. Although, I think that's Adir's problem. I was mostly just stealing food. If you're born to the wrong social class, Adu makes climbing the ranks rather difficult. Anyway, that's all in the past.
It's better to be all in the past for your sake. I was born in the right social class either, but
Well, I spent 6 years making up for my, if you ask me, justifiable crimes. They had me working in the prison galleys for most of it. Then, a year ago, an Adiran official came to the jails and told us we could serve the Empire for a shortened sentence or rot. You can guess which I chose. Oh, you're a funny one, Envoy. Free. Am I free after this? And they say the Adiran elite have no sense of humor. All in all, it's a pretty sweet deal. 3 square meals, bed of my own, maybe even a chance to retire as a clerk. Wouldn't mind being bored stupid for a few years. Better than the alternative. But first, even more palisades.
why have you set up palisades here? Do you remember anything you missed about Ader?
About Adir. That same hungry empire that is looking to gobble up the living lands. The one that sends people out to maybe die for its ambitions. Kind of you to ask, Envoy. The truth is, not really. Adir's fair and good to the people it thinks deserve compassion. But break its trust, and well, Adir will make you crawl to retrieve the pieces. You can tell it's a place that worships Wodiga. Actually, I miss the pies. The crust's all wrong here.
Why have you set up palisades here?
Just take a look down the road. You'll see the last palisades we tried to hold. And the ones before them. We're trying our best to keep the wilds at bay here, Envoy.
The wilds at bay? What's so dangerous up there?
You tell me, Envoy. You were the one out there. I heard stories of that bear. It's not the only one, though. The Strangleroot is hungry. Every day, it gets closer. Every day, weirder creatures crawl out from its foliage. Be careful if you're headed out there. Anyway.
Anything else I should know?
Palgrunin beer is surprisingly terrible. Always trust in a Mauen to know where the best seafood is. Pay attention when the locals tell you something, and watch out for poets. Something's odd about them.
Given I'm rather new here, I'd love your thoughts on the general lay of the land.
Listen, Envoy. I'm here to build defenses against the land. You want geography lessons? Go ask a cartographer. I do know a few things, though. So, ask.
Any settlements of note in the living lands?
No, none. It's all untamed wilderness and feral heathens. I'm joking. Of course there are. There's Fjord, which is run by animancers. Thirdborn, where all the ruffians dwell. And Solus Keep, which has the Palgrunin, who don't like anybody.
Fjord's run by animancers. What?
And happily, too. Sounds like they've got a whole colony of inventors and researchers there. If I want a servant of the Adiran Empire, I might say it sounds fascinating. Groundbreaking, even. I know animancy is considered blasphemous and dangerous, but Fjord supplies most of the produce we eat here in Paradise. They must be doing something right.
Ruffians in Thirdborn?
Miscreants and layabouts and all those
Excuse me again.
things. The kind of people who can make a life out of impossibly bad situations. Settlements just as rough and tumble. Wouldn't mind having a drink with the locals, to be honest. They sound like they've got stories. You know what I mean? Heard they're under siege right now, though, by those dream thralls. Wouldn't want to be them, between the desert weather and that.
What do you mean when you say Solus Keep's inhabitants don't like anybody?
I mean, the Palgrunin dwarves won't talk to anybody. They stay inside Solus Keep and just never come out.
What if I do want a geography lesson?
Once again, I'm no cartographer. But you know what they say about continents with small acreage? They've got big personalities. Little bit of everything here. Poison swamps, deserts, snow-covered mountains, volcanoes, acid seas. Because why not? A cartographer might be able to tell you more. I hear there's one in town.
How do you feel about the Living Lands?
That it lives up to its name. Wilder place than Adir, which has been stomped into civility. The Living Land scares our empire, I think. Otherwise, it wouldn't be sending its most expendable folk here. Present company excluded, of course. I think the Living Lands won't want to be leashed by the Empire, though. But that's my opinion. I've been here a while.
Do you think the locals will take well to seeing a godlike?
I don't know. I mean, I know some people in Adir think of godlike as blessed by the gods. What with you lot having a divine resemblance and all. Although, I guess some folk think godlike are cursed. Depends on what sort you are. Frankly, I don't know if I've seen your particular kind before. Still, I think there are stranger things than you in the Living Lands, envoy. No offense, but more importantly...
I have some other questions.
Ask them then. You're a nice distraction, envoy.
Oh, that's it. Sorry, I thought I had more to say. You still here?
I'll never rob a grave again, I swear.
Give me 1 second. Three new Adiran scouting log, Mech Wednesday. I don't know if I read this or not. 3 new Zarops approached the camp at dawn. They waited at the edge until the brute emerged from his hut. They seemed to argue something over the fire for a while, then came to some kind of agreement and went their separate ways. To be honest, I'm starting to question our strategy here. They're territorial, but I don't know what we stand to gain from clearing these settlements. Resources? None that I've seen. I wish the captain would call this off. Stop getting distracted and get to the smugglers. Oh, would you look at that? It was this area. Excuse me.
Nothing to see here, friend.
It's all right. I know who he is.
Look alive, ladies and gents. We have a visitor.
I'm a friend of Leaflet and Gladwin. Maybe you've heard of them.
Ah, a kind-hearted Adiran. How nice for them to find a friend here. The way I understand it, they don't have many friends among your countrymen.
Take it easy on him, Soldis. He's all right. For an Adiran.
Fine, if you say so. Well, what do you want?
Honor the original deal you made, and I'll cover their share.
No deal. Pay the difference, or forget it.
Soldis, the envoy saved my life at Northreach.
And glad I am that you're here. But a deal is a deal. We don't give handouts.
It's 2 clients. Believe me, you don't want to get on his bad side.
Oh, Andra's tits! Are we a charity now? Fine. Tell your miserable countrymen the deal is settled. Free of charge. We'll take them to Thirdborn when they're ready.
I'll just take your... No, I'm not doing that.
Sure, whatever. And that's Captain Soldis. Thank you very much.
Alright. Now we gotta go all the way... Wait, can I just... You. Oh, there's someone here too? Nice. Baby, come back. Don't hurt me. Don't hurt me. No more. Hello, Shantytown.
Little shits! Flying rats! What else are you gonna take? Stay back! They might circle around. I don't want you to get hurt.
Easy there, just skulls. What do they take?
They've got my crew's swollen nets. The one treasure I have in this world, but no. I can't even keep that. I've climbed rigging for years. It's not like I can't fetch them myself, but... what if the birds knock me off?
I agree, they clearly got it out for you. I can help.
You're that envoy, aren't you? The one who was, killed in the street.
Yes.
Yeah. I guess you've dealt with worse.
Yeah.
I start looking in high places around the shantytown. I don't know why they line their nests with them, but I bet that's where they are.
Hope you're limber and light on your feet. Oh, and don't mind getting pecked.
I gotta be level 8, do I? What is this? I hear you. Oh my lord.
Oh, you're back. Praise Wodika. Ah, you've come back. Any news?
Got the smugglers to leave you alone.
Oh, wonderful. How did you do it?
Through a mutual friend, she helped me make a deal.
Did you hear that, dearest?
I did, love. Praise Wodika.
Thank you so much for all of your help, Envoy. I don't think we'll be needing these anymore. Please, take them.
Thank you.
Now, if you'll excuse us, we need to get ready for the journey.
And if you ever find your way to Thirdborn, please, come find us. It would be lovely to see you again.
Hold on 1 second.
Rare to see a real second chance. Rare, but refreshing.